I just finished doing the interactive lab and thought it was one of the more engaging and entertaining assignments that I'd done in a long time.
What I really love about the interactive labs is that it provides you with a lot of context before you go into the lab.
I liked the story at the beginning of the lab. I felt it was really meaningful and introduced the learning subject of the lab and the scenario that the lab was covering.
I am personally not a biology major, so having, the pre-lab, the introduction, the lab itself, and a post-lab section, it was extremely helpful just to be able to understand the content because I have not seen this stuff since high school. The section that was most helpful for me was the pre-lab. Being able to read through this stuff and have a little bit of a refresher was very helpful, and I think that students who have not picked up their homework or their textbook at all before opening up this lab, they'd be able to complete it, understand it, and move forward with the content because of the way that this lab is structured.
Another really good part about the interactive labs is just how many tries you get in case you get something wrong. You get to retry like at least 3 times. And if you do get it incorrect, it's not like a big screen like, you were wrong. It's like, here's the actual right answer. And every time you answer incorrectly, it gives you little hints. It's like, all right, well, think back to this information and try again. And I think that's really helpful.
There are also embedded questions that help me stay engaged, and it also tested my active learning because sometimes, I could passively read something and not really understand it, but if I'm being asked questions and testing my knowledge right then and there, then I could go back and figure out what it is that I don't know or what it is that I do know.
Another part of the lab that I really enjoyed was the interactive component. It really felt like you were there doing it in person. It kind of felt like a game a little bit. And so I really enjoyed it, as well as kind of the full story behind it. It definitely doesn't leave you hanging. And once you finish the lab, you kind of have an applicable knowledge of what you've done. It really helps the material actually, set in rather than just having a vague understanding of something but not knowing where it comes to play in real life.
The most impactful part of the lab for me was the follow-up quiz because it really allowed me to reflect on what I'd actually learned and apply that knowledge in a quiz format.
Overall, I thought this assignment and experience was great, and I would definitely recommend it to others.